Hey,
All right.
everybody. Welcome to the August Energy Update with Master Shaman and Energy Healer Bonnie Serratore. We're going to be looking at the energies for August. My name is Caroline, and Bonnie will be doing a group healing for everybody in a wee bit. And Cynthia will choose one person for a channeled bit of energy work and some insights. So put your question into the chat if you'd like. I'm not sure. Yes, my comments are working. We were just talking about Mercury retrograde and how crazy it is. And oh yeah, I just fingers crossed everything flows all right here. So Bonnie, we're waiting to hear about August energies.
Okay, this is cool. All right, so August has a different kind of energy, but it's it's a recalibrating and balance, which is kind of cool. In a sense, it's given us a little bit of a reprieve from all the hammering that we were experiencing. And but what's happening now is the recalibrating and balance. It has to do with the energies that are coming. There's like this really cool energy around us, and it's giving us time to, because like I was saying, all the last several months we've had a lot of intensity, a lot of energies moving, a lot of things coming to surface, coming into awareness. So this month of August is going to be more like, like you shook everything up, okay, and all this debris is everywhere, things are leaving. Well, now the recalibrating and balance has to do with the energies just kind of like finding where they land now. So it's given the body time to recalibrate and actually rejuvenate, and the balance, bringing more balance into our lives. So when you think about like shaking a jar up and everything's going all over the place, and then everything's landing in a different way. So with, like I was saying, with all the experiences that we've had, getting hit pretty hard these last several months, forcing things to come to the surface, and so now it's like that debris is all shaken up, and a lot of things have been broken loose. You've had a lot of awarenesses becoming, like more like, wow, I get it, or more wounding has come, more understanding. And now it's like your whole system, your body, your on all levels are all just kind of like recalibrating into the shifts and changes that have occurred. So we have a bit of a protection around us, because with the new paradigm, everything is intense. There's an intensity happening because everything that is of darkness has to come to the surface. So what's happening though is we got a little bit of a protection that allows for us to have a little bit of reprieve, or lick your wound, so to speak. More than that, but we feel like we got trashed, and now we're kind of, let the body just kind of feel stabilized. You know what I mean? We'll be stabilizing, but in the recalibrating, what's going to happen is you're changed. You are changed in a good way. You're more truly who you are, and in that recalibrating, whatever still is not of love, whatever is not truly who we are, whatever is still of a wounded energy, or energies that are traumas, or anything that has to do with all these intense emotions, you're going to be landing differently in your relationship to your own self, to those emotions, to those energies. And you just might find yourself thinking differently or reacting differently, but in a better way, not in a bad way, but in a much better way. So when I watch the energies of that recalibrating, like I said, there's things that have left that are no longer there. And as the frequencies start to land in this next month, because that's what's going to happen, they're going to be landing, then you'll have a sense of, oh yeah, I still feel a grab here, or I still feel a reaction when I hear this or see this, or wow, that's really different. I now have no reaction at all to something I was extremely reactive to. So it's like, then you might start wondering, okay, well, what's next? Okay. You don't have to worry about what's next, because it'll always present. That's one thing we can count on is, energies will present. So I would just encourage people to see if you can really enjoy this time, because we don't know. I don't look ahead. I'm just looking at the 1 month at a time. And I just know that with this recalibrating that we're doing and the balance, think about it. When you're out of balance, you're kind of wonky, you don't feel stable. You feel it can cause all kinds of insecurities and a lot of questioning. But when you're feeling more balanced, you feel solid. You feel like you're in the world and you feel like you're standing on your own 2 feet and you feel stability. Okay. So the month of August is bringing that opportunity for us, to really look at all that we've been through, but also to look at the positive and the good stuff that we've come through, and here we are on the other side of a lot of things. And the balance thing just allows for more peace in the body. So we're not going to be getting whacked, okay? Even though we're in Mercury retrograde right now, it's mostly tech stuff. We might have some angst about things that are happening, because it does get frustrating when we're dealing with tech stuff. I do know that. I mean, going on to a session and it's not working, people can't get in, whatever. That's all tech stuff, and it does cause stress. And at the same time, we're more landed and more able to handle that kind of tech stress, So that's the good news about it, because like I said, we're coming into balance, and it creates more of a harmonious energy, a harmonious experience. So, and recalibrating is always a good thing, you know what I mean? Because in the recalibration, what's happened is things did break free, left, and your whole energy system is shifting and changing. That means all of you, your cells, your blood, your bones, your tissues, everything is recalibrating. Okay. Anytime you do any kind of emotional clearing, emotional work, even if you weren't intentionally doing anything, if you're alive on planet Earth, you are getting whacked. Okay. You are getting hit. Things were coming up. Whether you surrendered or not, you still had awarenesses. You still had some sort of healing, even though, like I said, we can still have healing by having awarenesses, and shifts can happen at that level. You won't have the profound where you feel totally different, but there's still movement. There's still healing. There's still, feeling better, feeling lighter, feeling freer. So that's what's happening this month of August. And it's pretty cool, really, because I'm looking back at, I remember all those things blasting us, forcing stuff up. And, so now here we are. It's like, okay, all righty. You can take a breath, have a little reprieve, let our bodies just kind of get used to the shifts and changes that we're experiencing, because we are changing at a molecular level. I can see it. As I look at all the energy of everyone, past where we are right now, moving into August, I can definitely see more light in everyone. Oh, and what's also cool, energies are moving more quickly. Somehow whatever's happening, the energies are like working with people. The things are moving much faster, like clearing energies much more quickly. Okay. That's all. Yeah. That's also that balance thing, and that recalibrating. So, when you think about the new paradigm, when you think about the light new paradigm, it's an acceleration. It's a higher vibration. It's a higher frequency, higher megahertz that we're moving into. So our bodies are kind of meeting and matching that with what we're experiencing. So this month is going to be great for us to just kind of like get centered, and then we'll be ready for the next wave, or whatever it is that lies ahead for us. We'll be more, we'll be more stable. Like my feet are on the ground. I'm not being whipped around, so like, okay, I can handle whatever's next, whatever's coming up. So bring it on. But I never say that, you guys. I never say bring it on. You learn that. Don't be saying bring it on. Because when you do that, you give the go ahead and all hell breaks loose. Okay. So, but it's like, still though, it's like, give us some stability, give us some peace a little bit, give us a little reprieve, and then we'll see what's going to start coming. Because I know we're not through the darkness yet. So we'll just, see what it brings. But, realistically, recalibrating and balance is a good, gentle month for us.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic news, because I know we all feel like we've just been in some kind of blender, or shaker.
Blender. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Now, Cynthia, Bonnie, Cynthia is also saying that August brings the Lion's Gate, 8-8.
Oh,
So they're
right.
saying, how can we take advantage of that too? There's a question.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, everything has energy. Okay. I mean, we have the full moon. I mean, everything. So lining of the planets, all kinds of things. So with the Lion's Gate, basically, you can utilize that with intention. You can set your intention, so to speak. Or, for me, it's not so much about setting intentions. It's having a desire that I bring awareness to. Okay. So in my world, like for me, like setting intentions, it kind of, sometimes it can actually block energy and hold things kind of in a certain vibration. But if I just let the energy be open, and I'm asking, just whatever, for me personally, for you personally, what is the greatest good to utilize this energy, and be open to the energy frequency of that portal, so to speak, of the opening of that Lion's Gate. And on that, especially on that day, if you can, that would be an awesome time to, like I said, to have just more like really clear, like clarity. Like, again, don't be putting, like restrictions by, like trying to make it be how you think it should be or how you want it to be. Let yourself be more expansive. Be more expansive and allowing and welcoming the energies, because here's the thing, your higher levels are helping you in your life and in your world. Okay, when you put restrictions on your own higher levels by saying, yes, I need it this way, that way, I want to put limits on this, and I'm open to this but not open to that, restrictions, then it restricts all the energy. But if you say, just put the big, yeah, whatever it is, because here it is, it's going to be for your highest good. It's going to be for your, and waking up. It's going to be for your soul's evolving. So, just rather than limitations or controls or belief systems, utilize that energy and just say yes, yes to whatever presents. Yes, I trust the universe. I trust my own higher levels. I trust, I trust. So whatever that is, I know that it will be for me in my own waking up, in my own journey. So you guys, no limitations. Welcome the energy. Open your heart up. Let it work you. Let it recalibrate you, kind of like what we're doing. We're recalibrating in balance. So in a sense, it's kind of in alignment with the energy of the month. So yeah, just just bring it on, bring it in, say yes, 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 and show me. I'm open and willing, and I trust.
Excellent. Fantastic. That's great advice, I think. I'm just wondering, again, if you would like your name entered for the drawing to get a free, some free energy work and channeled answer to a question, please be specific in your question. Don't just say, what's wrong with my pet hamster? What's going on with your hamster? What's going on with your brother, sister, or partner, or whatever?
Yeah.
If they got angry, what about, you don't have to write a novel, but just enough that,
Yeah. I know too many people think we're like these psychics and we're going to, you give us a couple words and we know everything. It's not true. Okay.
I don't read minds. Bonnie doesn't read minds. That was
Exactly.
very intrusive. Even if I felt I had that ability, I wouldn't use it. That's very intrusive and
Well,
totally crossing boundaries. Now, Cynthia's asking, did you watch the Dragon podcast episode that they did on Consciousness Unleashed? And I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But so kind of, you talk about my book as well, The Spirit of the Dragon Tribes. I so appreciate that. Thank you. And that looks wonderful. It's a great podcast anyway, Consciousness Unleashed. And you can access it on the Bonnie Serratore YouTube channel. And Cynthia is an excellent interviewer. And then, Bonnie, you did a Meet Your Dragon Guide kind of.
oh yeah. That's so
Totally
cool.
great. Yeah, very, very cool. They're here, they're awakened, they're helping us. They're not, quote, mythological. Myth doesn't necessarily mean a lie or a story. It just means something that we've invested in and helped create, probably, maybe with expectations, I don't know, but it's in the universe, and it might come to us in some symbolic form, but it's still there. So, okay, just looking to see if there are any questions. about, if you've got any questions about the current energies, I'm going to say, okay, yeah. Carissa is asking about dark energy, dark forces, and linked to her original bloodline. As more light comes into the planet, can we expect a bigger, bit of yelling and kicking and screaming from the dark forces? Or do you see them weakening, Bonnie?
Well, what's happening is everything's vibration, everything has frequency. So as the vibration of the planet starts to raise, which is happening, and the energy frequencies of negativity, which is also includes dark forces, all that black energy, really dark energy, negative energy, heart shut down, heart closed, kind of hurting others kind of thing. So what happens is everything starts to raise in vibration. So the energies of the powers of darkness, they become less empowered. Okay. Now keep in mind, everyone is a divine being. Everyone, even demons are divine beings. Okay. So everything, every sentient being has that divine light within. So what happens in these energies of dark energies, the vibration as the light's happening, that's creating a different frequency, it'll start activating and hitting the light inside of all these dark beings. Okay. And they're either not going to like it and go somewhere else, or they're going to hang and wake up, so to speak, or start shifting from whatever polarity they're holding into more of a neutral state. So we're not going to be seeing the same intensity, because think about greed, think about hatred, think about wanting revenge, think about, wanting power and money, power over others, that kind of stuff. That's all dark stuff. Okay. That won't exist. It won't thrive in the higher vibration, because it can't exist. Okay. So as we really move more fully into the new paradigm, then still, you guys, we're still in the early stages. Okay. We got another 158 years, 159 years, 49 years before we really are fully landed in that new paradigm. And when we are, the energies are going to be different. But we're moving into that now. All this, everything that's presenting people, this is the darkness that has been here for eons of time. It didn't just start happening now. Okay. So it's all been here. Now it's all being revealed, exposed, which has to happen, which is what's, the light. And pretty soon there won't be hidden places anymore, So let's just say, for example, when you think about like different countries having, prostitutes is a legal thing, and there's other countries that don't make sex filthy, dirty, shame. Okay. So if you're holding on to that kind of beliefs of filthy, dirty sex, it's yucky, you're a sinner, blah, blah, blah. That's a negative. Okay. So what happens is your belief systems will start to shift and change. You'll start waking up and understanding and realizing, no, it isn't. What you've been believing simply isn't true. It's belief systems, guilt and shame brought on by other humans in their belief systems and cultures, and made things bad wrong. Okay. But what happens is the energies will get lighter. Then it won't be like, oh, you're this or you're that or she's that, whatever. It's like, no, it's more heart-centered. There's more understanding and acceptance of choices, and the intensity, the darkness around all those things of darkness or, seediness or negativity, they just can't exist. So we're just going to keep coming higher and higher in vibration. And so darkness can't survive. It can't live in that energy frequency.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. And I feel a lot of that, there is so much light coming to the planet now. A lot of that is us anchoring the light, really relating to it very consciously, and not just looking at what's going on outwardly in the world and saying, uh-oh, everything's falling apart, but remembering about the higher reality. And I think we're all here to, to stand for that. Okay. So, all right. Some of these, I don't know if the people are submitting questions for a channeling or in general. Vivian is saying, and I and others have noticed that it's very easy to feel really fatigued lately, like you could just drop off to sleep. And
Mm-hmm,
I don't
mm-hmm,
know, have you
mm-hmm.
been feeling that, Bonnie, or what do you think that's
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something going on where people are just tired. You know what I mean? It's like, well, there's a drain happening too. Think about it. When you've been hit with all these energies externally, forcing your subconscious to open up, all of that is very draining on the body. Okay. So the human psyche is just drained and strained and had enough. It's at, kind of at its limit. That's why this month is really good, because you're not going to be getting whacked like you were. It's a full month of reprieve, so to speak. And I would utilize it. Just recalibrate, rest, do what you got to do, and re-energize, and then, get ready for what's coming up later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good advice, I think. Um, you know, yeah, Vivian saying she's struggling. I totally understand, especially when you're just trying to keep up with your usual work pace or other responsibilities. It's not,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
not too sweet, easy going. Rest where you can. Just be mindful your body's going to need extra rest because of everything it's experiencing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and okay. Um, He's asking, how do we balance energies within to have more clarity and discernment? That's interesting. So balance maybe, the kind of disturbing, intense energies, they're shaking everything up with the calmer, quieter ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to have balance, okay, part of it is you have to here's the thing. Okay, all life is suffering. If you're alive, you will suffer. Got it?
Yeah.
Just anchor that in. Okay, you're here on planet Earth, you will suffer. Okay, so let's not get so attached to it. Let's not make it such a big deal, because here's the other piece: nothing really matters. It only matters to you in your beliefs and your personal life. But if you really understand, this doesn't really matter. Let me see if I can just kind of let go of my desire. You see, it's your thoughts, your desires, your wants, what you want. You want to control things. You want things how you want them. If you can just let go, you will be much more happier. Your body will start to come into balance, and you'll be given your own higher levels, the universe, the go ahead to bring on what needs to be brought on for your evolution. Okay. And you don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know what you've agreed to, but if it's happening, you agreed to it. Okay. So surrender to what is, people. That's the biggest thing. If you can surrender to what is, stop that, your whole angst will shift and change.
Yeah. And we can come out of this bizarre sort of, the duality of this is okay, I'm being spiritual over here, but this is not okay. Something happened and I'm angry and upset and I have to change that. I just put out a channeling from the collective today that said, just say the anger, the sadness comes up, just say, I love and accept you. That's fine. They will calm down in that moment instead of getting bigger, because what we repress only gets all the more powerful. So this
Right.
is a big time self-love and supporting others. Supporting the other thoughts, capital O, the sort of, that's my darker or shadowy side. Fine.
Yeah.
As it comes up, send it a whole lot of love and support.
Yeah. I mean, just
No
accepting, it's like we're all on the same, everyone's exactly the same, only different. We all want the same thing. We're all going to the same place. Your journey is going to be different, but again, you called it in. And I think it's important that you understand this. Okay. You're not a victim. No one is. I don't care what you've experienced. You agreed for these experiences to wake up. The soul wants to know itself in all ways. It wants to be aware in God consciousness. And this is what the journey looks like. Stop judging, stop finding fault, stop making wrong. Surrender. This is what's up. Surrender.
Yeah.
Life will get way easier.
It's the truth, I do feel that we're on the earth to be joyful when we can, and yet it's not going to happen every moment, as everybody's noticed, no doubt, because we actually, to begin with, come in for those challenges. And if you don't want to come back to 3D, you got to clear and heal everything you're carrying from every life so far. And
right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Really powerful. So,
Yeah.
all right. So Cynthia, I don't know if you've chosen someone yet for the channeling, And then Bonnie's energy clearing for the whole group will come after. And if you're watching on replay, totally fine. That's, all the energies will be there. Once you call Bonnie in, she's in the room with you on a higher level. No worries. She's right there. So you can listen to a replay, and it's still very powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting. Sarah's saying that she's heard there are alien implants from the astral plane affecting people. So does Bonnie see anything regarding ET interference at the moment? I think they're always interfering, aren't they?
Always. I mean, that's like a normal thing. ET interferences are everywhere inside of everyone, okay? Yeah, it's pretty normal. Yeah, there's nothing, it's not happening more than it was before. The good news is we find it, we say, take it out, and they take it out.
Yeah.
Most species, yeah.
That's something that Bonnie and her team will work on, which is wonderful. I do a little of it in my work, but they do a lot, and it's a huge issue. It really is. A friend of mine who's an educator has said that sometimes the ETs, they're kind of using us they're observing, like we're rats in a maze kind of thing, and they will actually ramp up the drama of a situation if they can, just to see what our response will be then. And I'm like, what are these creeps? What are they up to?
Yeah, and for many people, they've been tracking you for lifetimes. They put these devices in, track you for lifetimes, tweak it here, amp something up, and you're like, something different. So yeah, it's really true. It's true.
Yeah. Do you see that letting up as more light comes onto the planet, Bonnie?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I've been seeing as well. So Michelle, all right. She's saying, I feel I'm going through a transformation on many levels. All good, but of course, nothing comes without challenges. Okay. If you want to say a little more specifically, let me just see if your team will give me a little more info on that, Michelle, or if you could write something in. Going through a transformation on many levels. So are things shifting outwardly or inwardly, or
what is she asking, Michelle? What are you really asking? This is not clarity. We just spoke on this. So what's your real question? What do you really want? What are you asking? What do you want to know? Get clear. The clearer you are, the better answer you're going to get, people. Okay, we're not psychics. We're not mind readers.
That's something I try to explain to people, because I used to offer at the very, very start of this work free clearings channelings, channel messages, and people would be, complaining it wasn't specific enough. So after a while, I said, look, very general questions will get very general answers.
It's true. If you want an answer to something, get clear. Okay, get clear.
So, your team are waiting for you to offer more clarity, your spirit team, Michelle. So if you can do that, and otherwise we'll have to choose someone else. Okay. So it might be she's just feeling like she's sort of a different person in these energies, and that can happen. But that's also down to different influences at times. I don't know. Okay. Michelle, if you can be very specific, that would be a big help. Otherwise, we'll have to move on to someone else with a more specific question. Simple as that. Yeah. Can you look for someone else, Cynthia, in case we need to move to someone else and their question? Or, do the drawing again, I guess.
I don't even see her.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but the word transformation means different things to different people. Sometimes they feel it as a big shakeup. Sometimes they feel it as a breakthrough where they've finally gotten past some painful old stuff. I mean, okay. So she's saying, I work supporting many victims of crime, which has a large impact on me. Yes. I'd also like to go back to my creative side as a job. I help people. I love helping people, but it's taking its toll on me. Okay. All right. Okay. So
that's still not a question. It's still not clear. Do you feel clear? I don't feel clear. Michelle, what are you asking? clearly, sweetie. What are you asking? What
Yeah.
are you asking?
Maybe she's stuck between those two jobs. What's the
Well, we can't,
actual
it's hard to, I don't want to, try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's difficult.
clarity.
Just type in what the question is with a question mark at the end. How can I do this, or can I get some help on this?
She wants a reprieve.
Okay. Well, that's something Chris is saying. Yeah, it's taking a toll on her. So I give up staying in my current job. Okay. Going to bring the collective in, and your team are right here, honey. So just 1 second. Everybody just go into your breathing in slowly. Hold that breath and then breathe through the nose. Breathe out. Someone to come in, please. Well, greetings, dear ones. We are, as always, very pleased to work with all of you today. And so anything we offer to this dear one, Michelle, those energies go out to all. And so, Michelle is saying, do I give up the current job of helping people? They're victims of crime. So that would be rather tiring and draining at times. Let's see what your team is saying. What did this dear one decide in the life chart, or what's for her higher good? Okay. And so to stay with the job still? No. That what they'd love for you to do, and this is excellent advice. Now, we're just flowing a lot of light to your situation, dear one, but they're saying just sit down and image, get the feeling, okay, I've let go of that job, and now I'm working full-time creatively. And how does that feel to me? Possibly you're on your own throughout the day as a painter, musician, writer. You're not saying exactly what the creative work is, but your team is saying, yes, you'd be pretty much on your own a lot. Would that be okay with you? Would you need some sort of, as they say, a side job, a side gig to bring in more money? Would you be okay with working 3, 4, 5 days a week as a creative person? And put yourself in that. They want you to start taking more time outside of your usual job to work creatively. And in those moments, even if it's only an hour or two, ask yourself, all right, and so I'm doing this full time now. How do I feel in this? Is this enough for me? Is it okay? I don't have coworkers around me. I don't have very set hours, and I don't necessarily have a set paycheck coming to me every week or 2 weeks or what have you. So your team is saying that would take some getting used to for you, all of that. And they want you to try on these realities before you're there. Sort of like, you're trying on, say, living in a particular place, or be living with a particular person, or being married to them or whatnot. People just will sit down and image that reality and ask, how has this shifted me? Do I feel lighter? Do I feel better? Is this for me? Your team are suggesting you stay with it for another year, 18 months, 2 years, maybe a bit longer as far as the job goes. They're saying you're not there yet. And you're also not quite taking into account what working creatively full time would mean for you. And they want you to become more conscious of that. They're also saying that you don't have to stick with a full-time job working with victims of crime. There are many ways to support others in your community without doing that, but they want you to consider, how would this change my day? How would this change my life? Of course, it is taking a toll. Yes, of course, it is going to be very tiring. And so that's something to take into account. Now, your team are also saying, and we're seeing as well, you've lived lives in which you yourself were victimized, and that's everybody. But what they're saying is that in those lives, you decided somebody should be helping the ones who are harmed, the ones who are attacked, robbed, what have you, stalked, whatever it is. And you just made a strong decision. Once I'm strong enough, I'll help others. And it didn't happen in the particular life we're looking at. It didn't happen then. But you carried that forward, and you've always had that feeling of, I want to help others who are in this situation. And, you know, everybody plays both sides of the street, as it were. Sometimes you're the victim, sometimes the perpetrator. And then well above that, sometimes the person who helps, one or both. So let's just pour a lot of light down through the crown chakra to give you an assurance. I'm always where I'm meant to be. Calling all past, present, future lives into the circle of light. And we want all of you to pick up the heaviness, whether it's a box, a sack of ash, whatever it is, the heaviness of feeling I'm not in the right place, or if I have to give until I'm exhausted. Both of those into that beautiful white flame of the divine feminine, bringing in the cool violet fire of Saint Germain for all of you, the flame of transformation. Wonderful. So you're releasing this feeling that you have to maybe rescue people or to take on the energies of what they themselves are holding. Can we just create a clear line of demarcation there, pulling victims' energies out of your energies, your body, your mind. Yeah, let it go. It looks like some part of you quietly is trying to save people and to save them from the pain they're feeling. And you can't do that, dear one. If you are someone who's an energy worker, therapist, social worker, nurse, what have you, you're there to help people in very specific ways. But we feel in your job, their team is saying, no, you're not the healer in that job. Your presence is very calming and supportive for them, which is wonderful. Can we just bring a lot of feeling of joy and fulfillment into this? And we're offering this to everybody, whatever your work is, into the heart space, down through the crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra, heart and lower chakras, and all above and below around the body. There we go. All those other chakras. Excellent. Excellent. Anybody, any hangers on who are troubling this dear one? Yeah, what's going on? No. And open that portal of light and you're moving on. You're moving on. This is not your body. Everybody's sitting in Michelle's energies. Yeah, we see you. Emissaries, please assist. Loved ones, come forward. Angelic angels of transition, come forward. Can you, yeah, look up. Yeah, there's all that beautiful light. You need to go home. You're sitting in somebody else's energies, and you're two things. You're dissatisfied with the job, and you're draining yourself. You're draining Michelle by trying to save people or moaning, oh gosh, I was a victim too. Look up into that light right now. That's right. Look up into that light. There we go. There we go. Beautiful loved ones. Can you take them by the hand, please, dear ones? Thank you so much. Beautiful love. All right. Now look, crowd, you're not staying. Emissaries, please assist. No. No, because it's not your body. All right? You're harming this one. Come on. There we go. Come on. That's it. That's it. Look at these beautiful angels. No, there's no judgment. There's only love. There's only love for you there. That's it. You cannot remain here. Yeah, that's where a lot of the draining feeling is coming from, dear one, these entities. They found an opening, and they might have been with you in another life, some of them. Some came in childhood. So you've been kind of trying to rescue people a lot. Yeah. And a toddler will do that because they can see spirit and they'll say, oh, here, I'll hold you or I'll keep you. And they move into the body and that's that. Come on. There we go. Come on. We're going to close this portal. Everybody needs to move along. Yeah, you did. Your body died. Your body died. Yep. You have a brand new chance, but you got to go into the light. Come on. This is it for you. Salvation, total freedom. Total absolution. This is your moment. Yeah. Absolved of all wrongdoing. No worries. All right. We're going to close that portal for now. We suggest you listen to that again, dear one. And again, try on these different lifestyles and working styles and see where you feel freest and where you feel most supported. But your team are saying you're meant to be there another year or so at least. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. We'll bring our writer back. Much love to all. Namaste. Yeah. I totally understand taking on people's energies to try to save them. I had to just stop doing that. And it feels strange. It feels almost like a foreign kind of thing, at first, to not hold people in your energies. But you have to let go. You can't do that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not our
Yep.
job.
So I just saw a little note here from Abigail. So I did see your client, and she's pretty blown away, totally shifted. So it's pretty awesome, just so you know. Thanks for that referral. Yeah, it was very good. Very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
But just want to let Abigail know. So yes, I saw her already. Pretty cool.
Wonderful. That's great.
Yeah, it was profound actually. And her energy moved so easily. It was like, wow, this is so cool.
Very good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She was a crack up. She's looking for, I asked, okay, feel back in. She's like, I just can't find it. She's getting a little upset. I'm like, that's what happens.
That's a good thing. That's a positive.
And I told her. So then, it was totally cool what happened for her. All righty. So I'm going to do a little bit of an energy clearing for today with the energy that's coming into August, which is recalibrating and balance. Okay. So, so let's just get ready. I don't know quite yet when I'll get a knowing in a moment, but right now, just call my presence in, surround all of you with light. Okay. So I want to do the recalibrating and, okay. Got it. Okay. I got it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assist in that recalibrating and balance that's going to be occurring, making your journey a little bit easier, simpler, less intense. So I'm going to start releasing the intensity of that experience. All righty, cool. Okay, for everyone, taking my awareness, surrounding everyone. Now, what I'm looking for is I'm just going to start moving little energy frequencies, debris, things that could be interfering with your being, your body, to just recalibrate all the shifts that have been happening these last several months and helping you to come into balance. I'm just going to come through you. I'm going to use that white flame. And I'm going to be amping up the energy. I'm going to call in light body, American body, astral body, etheric body, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical body into the aura field as well, and including all of that. And I'm just going to be hitting it hard with that white flame coming through. What I'm doing is anything that's been loosened up, anything that's ready to leave, so that it can just come out of your field so that you can continue with the recalibrating and balance that's wanting to happen in August. So just coming through now, hitting it really hard with that white flame. Amp it up, amp it up, even stronger, brighter, more intense, coming through the entire field, into the aura as well, all levels of you. We're going to go all the way up to your higher levels, oversoul levels, God self levels, super consciousness as well. All of you coming into that white flame energy, blasting through. I'm even going to go right up into these higher levels of you, moving any debris, any frequencies that are in any way stuck or lodged in these higher components of you. Yeah, we're just going to be blasting through. So the physical body, all levels, light coming through, releasing, release. Shattering energies. I'm going to come right into that subconscious. I'm going to thin out that subconscious so that more energies can be released and come into awareness, come into consciousness. So coming into that subconscious, bringing in light. Now that whole veil frequency, that whole dense dark energy that keeps you from knowing your subconscious. We start releasing a lot of those kinds of energies within. Coming in, I'm going to use light spears, piercing that subconscious. Light spears coming in, light, blasting, shatter. There we go, debris. Now even more energy is just coming out. A lot of things that maybe you would have had to gone through. We'll be just lifting those out right now. Let's get some trauma. I'm going to get trauma, crisis, terror. Yeah. Hatred. Okay, show me the black energy. Show me the dark. Oh, got it. Revenge, retribution, punishing, torturing, hating, despising, loathing, wanting to kill, wanting to murder, wanting to torture. No more. That's it. Shatter. Stop. There we go. There we go. Release. You don't need it. It's not who you are. Be gone. Releasing energy frequencies coming out. Good. Keep spinning that white flame all the way through. brighter, 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 brighter. Now coming in deeper, deeper, deeper. And let's go right back down to that subconscious. Let's come in and let's start blowing that up. Yeah, it was time. New paradigm. Frequency of the new paradigm. Let that light shine even brighter just for a few moments here. Amp it up. Strong, bright, brilliant, bright, bright, blinding, bright light of the new paradigm in the subconscious. There we go. There we go. Revealing, exposing. Now I'm going to go in and shatter, shatter, shatter. Misperceptions, conclusions, beliefs, programming. Yeah, things that simply are not true, not true, not true. Shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. Releasing, release, 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 release. Even more energies from that subconscious. There we go. Okay, good, good. And I'm going to come into that whole victim mentality. Everyone's a victim. Everyone's believing they're a victim. It simply isn't true, but everyone believes it. The poor me, the victim. I'm going to come in. I'm going to start shattering your victim. It's done. Time to be done with the victim, the poor me, perverse pleasure in your own suffering, torturing others, keeping that going, keeping your own suffering going. I'm going to go into that energy frequency, the victim, 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 coming right into the victim energy frequency. Now bringing in light spears, shattering, shattering, piercing, piercing, piercing that victim consciousness, piercing, pierce, 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 shattering these energies. There we go. White flame now. White flame in to the cracks. There we go. All the way in, seeping through with the light, with the white flame. Now blow it up. Blow up, victim. Blow it up. Pour me, pour me, pour me. Shatter, shatter, shatter. There we go. Shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. Yeah. Now hang on, going a little bit deeper right there into the, right there. There's the foundation of it. Whoa, wow, I just found something I hadn't seen before. Wow, the whole world, all of humanity is founded based in the victim. Whoa, of course. We started off as amoebas and being eaten up by other amoebas. So it's that life, death, survival victim. So right there, I'm going to go into the foundation of victim. Yep, where you built your whole life on victim. Coming right into that, bringing in, let's just start piercing it. Piercing that victim consciousness, that belief that you are a victim, the desire to be a victim, the holding on to the poor me. Coming in, piercing, light spears, coming in, light spears. There we go. Now white flame coming right into that baseline, that right there, the foundation of all that victim. Light coming in, white flame. Now blow it up. Shatter, 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 shatter. Shatter, 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 shatter. There we go. There we go. Blow it out. There we go. Now pull it out. Vacuum it out. Light coming in. Release, 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 release. Coming in, dissolving, neutralizing, pulling out. That poor me, your attachments, your perverse pleasure, and your suffering. Yes, the big martyr energy. Yep, I've suffered greater than anybody. No one suffered like I have. Light, 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 light. Shatter. Light. Release, 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 release. There we go. Discarnates as well. Thought forms, beliefs, conclusions, other people's emotions, other people's beliefs, other people's victimization, coming out. White flame coming through the entire being, all the way through now, releasing even more energies, releasing even more frequencies of holding on to that poor me, the victim. Light, coming in. Agreements and contracts. Let's get agreements and contracts to be the victim. Yep. Severe victim. Poor me. Yep. Agreements and contracts. There we go. Clear. Bigger picture. You are a divine being. You're powerful. Extremely powerful. What you don't know is you're creating reality 100% all the time. So let's create better things. Let's create happiness, joy, abundance. Yeah. I gotta let go of victim now. Gotta let go of that victim mentality, victim consciousness. Shatter that energy. There we go. Oh, dark force. Not happening. Out. Victims, take it out. All your minions, your servants, get them out. Any other energies, frequencies, out. Clear. Release. All the way. Out. Good. There we go. Good. Now I'm going to start calling even more of you back into your body. Pieces of you left, leaning out, leaving the body. When you've been victimized, you leave your body. Okay, when people have hurt you, perpetrated you, you leave your body. All right, now calling you back in. There's now more room for you, echoing out through all time, space, dimension, universe, galaxies, lifetimes, realities, backholes, parallels, realms, all existence. Echo, 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 echo. There you come. Here you come. Hooah. Energy's coming back, 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 back. Into your body. There we go. Like little sparks of light, essence. Yes, like glitter coming back in. Pieces, soul pieces, large pieces, big energies coming back, 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 back into your body. No more victim. No more poor me. You are strong, vital, competent, capable, divine being. You're not shattered, broken, weak, poor me. You are a divine being. Light, light, light. There we go. Activating, 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 activating your divine light. Blasting the energy, exploding it right in that very core of you, into the heart of you, letting that energy come forth now. Powerful, powerful energy frequencies, divine light frequencies, divine consciousness. You are not a victim. You are empowered. You're powerful. You create your reality, taking responsibility, claiming your life, claiming your body, owning the truth. I create my reality. Yeah, I am no longer a victim. There we go. Good. Anchoring in. Now recalibrating your whole energy field. Yeah, balancing and recalibrating, letting that happen more quickly, moving the energies right through, right through, right through, right through, right through, right through, right through. There we go. Recalibrating, 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 recalibrating. Light, 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 light. Balance. Now we're bringing your light print, the original energy frequency of who you are, absent all disturbances, beliefs, any woundings, misperceptions, conclusions. Yeah, that you're nothing but divine being. Yeah, there we go. Light print, anchoring that in. Light print coming in. Yeah, now let that light print start to stabilize. Let it anchor in. Let it recalibrate with the light print inside. Pure, pure, pure perfection right here. Exactly perfect. No angst, no wounding, no poor me, no victim. Yeah, no hatred, no greed, pure open heart, pure frequency of love and light. Activating that frequency right in the heart, pure love and light. Pure love and light is who you are. And the energy starts to expand, expanding in you, expanding throughout your body, expanding all the way out into your aura, into all levels of who you are. Whew, there we go. Good. Good. Now, just letting that all just recalibrate, letting it be gentle, soft, easy. Stabilizing. There we go. Stable. Good. Landing in a different vibration, landing in a different frequency, a higher vibration, higher frequency. Good. Perfect. Now, just let go of everything. Let go of all images, senses. Be right here, conscious present. When you're here, open your eyes and be here now.
Really amazing. Thank you so much, Bonnie. What I wasn't expecting is that I saw some family members. I saw their sort of presence, or their, in other words, these are two people who were steeped in victim mentality. And I saw their energetic influence leaving me, which I hadn't expected.
Yes, that. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy. Yeah. It's crazy how much we're in each other. Crazy.
Yeah. And then I saw, I don't know if it was you in light body form, but something like, it almost looked like what you would call a celestial being, somebody who's all light, and just pulling energy out, not just out of, say, my body, my energies, but everybody's. But I saw them working with me and pulling stuff almost like you would pull, a long light material just out and then into the white flame. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. We're amping stuff up. Things are amping up in a cool way. Really cool.
So Liz had a moment where she kind of went into a jerking motion. She says, what does it mean when you jerk? That's kind of interesting. Maybe something left.
Yeah, your body's, things are leaving your body. Sometimes people have vibrations, sometimes they shake, sometimes jerks, whatever. But yeah, energy's moving.
Yeah, excellent. Marit saying she was yawning and also freezing cold through it. That's just because a shift was happening. I had a yawn come up as well. That's the brain resetting, and also your energies resetting. So a lot of thank use. You're welcome, Michelle. Absolutely. Nikki, Anna, Irina, Icelandic Angel, everybody. Wonderful. Now, Cynthia has pointed out the Activate Your Money Magnetism is a group energy clearing happening August 22nd. I thought it looked very cool. I signed up for it, and it's a bit discounted as well. So it's lower than the usual costs, and it's which isn't high. And then there's a guided journey to your pot of gold. That's a shamanic journey, not a group clearing. So go to members.bonnieserratore.com, free to sign up, become a member there, and you'll see these listed there. And then also, as far as the Activate Your Money Magnetism clearing goes, that is in the chat. Yeah. Again, it's at members.bonnieserratore.com, but Cynthia's put it in the live chat. And anything else? Okay. Yeah. Iona, Liz, Abigail, Patricia, absolutely. Joanna, Raina, absolutely. You're welcome. Wonderful.
Very cool.
Yeah, Remnock, everybody's chosen at random. Absolutely, come each month and you increase your chances of getting chosen for the channeling. But at any rate, everybody gets the group energy channeling. If you're here live, listen again, to the Bonnie's group energy clearing. So very, very powerful. Yeah, fantastic. So huge blessings. Any other comments, Bonnie, before we close?
I mean, just relax and take it down. Be grateful for this month of August. It's a reprieve. Just let your body get, recalibrate and get ready for what's coming.
Yeah. It's a strenuous time. So any breather we get, fantastic. Very, very
exactly. So we got one this month. So pretty cool.
Excellent. So relax a bit, everybody, this month if you can. So huge blessings, much love. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Thank you, Cynthia. And we'll see you again next month for next month's energy update.
All right. Thank you, Caroline Oceana. I love Oceana. I don't know. Ever since I heard your name, it's like, I love Oceana. I love that name.
I don't mind being called that. That's totally great.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you, everyone. Next month. All right, cool.